Hello booktube, welcome to my channel Coffee Katze, where I drink coffee sometimes and I never ever ever, and I never will, talk about cats. Today I'm going to be doing my June TBR, what I'm going to read in June. Some things are nothing is set in stone. Life is always in free flux, we're always flowing, we're always moving. There's some things I'm pretty sure I'll read just because I want to read them. I mean, all of these things I want to read, but some of these things I really want to read. And some things are just sort of supplementary that I think, ooh, I might want to read this because I'm reading something else. And then I have my reading plans as well. So I'm doing the Thomas Mann, the 100-day Thomas Mann challenge, which I'm sure you're all familiar with already. Sort of the reading challenge that's sweeping multiple nations now. I think it's pretty much taking over the internet, taking over the minds of all sentient beings, even four-legged ones who we never talk about. So yeah, so there'll be that. So to start off with, there's going to be, sorry to make you look at the back of my head. After I finish Buddenbrooks, which I'm a little bit more than halfway through, I'm going to start on Der Zauberberg, which I don't think really needs an introduction. There's already plenty of reviews of this and sort of read-alongs on BookTube, so I don't think there's really too much more to be said about this. My intention whilst reading it is to enjoy it, first of all, and secondly, to improve my German at the same time, which is another thing I find enjoyable, if at times difficult. So I'm going to be going fairly slowly. I think I'm going to take my time with this, and it's likely that it will it will continue into July. Not dragging, there's going to be no dragging going on. Not that type of, it's going to be enjoyment. Pure, uncut, straight into the vein joy. And yeah, so I'm going to do maybe I'll do a little reading vlog. I don't know, people are sick of hearing people talk about Der Zauberberg or not. I'm not, but yeah, I might do something, a reading vlog talking about what it's like trying to read it in German when your German is still far from perfect. I know I will be able to read it in German, but I know that I also am going to have to go a little bit slowly. So that will be for this month, and then probably carry on in the next month. And then there'll be more Thomas Mann in the coming months. I still I can't pronounce it correctly. I burned it into my brain as a youth, the incorrect pronunciation of Thomas Mann, and now it's just stuck in there. So yeah, so then after Der Zauberberg, The Magic Mountain, then probably Dr. Faustus, and then after that I will finish with Joseph and His Brothers, which I'm very excited about because I'm a big fan, a fanatic for historical novels. So if we're still talking about German, which we are, because I said we are, I also have this that I keep in this cool little bag I got in Athens at a bookshop. Not a Greek book. And then I will continue with reading a little bit of Adalbert Stifter, Bunte Steine, which is my new drug of choice. When feeling a little bit stressed or bummed out, just a little bit of Adalbert Stifter, and I calm down immediately. It's the literary equivalent of Valium. So I highly recommend. I'm not a doctor, though I play one on the internet. Do not take any medical advice from me. I'm being serious. But if you're feeling a little bit blue, a little bit stressed, dip into the world of Adalbert Stifter. Had read some of him before, and then I was watching the Grim Readers channel, and she'd recommended him as well. And I was like, oh, I need to get back into that. So that's what I'll be doing in June as well. And then in June, I have the last of 4 parts of my German C2 exam. So that's the writing part, the Schreiben. And for that, I need to write a review of a book, and they recommend 2 books, and I chose one because it had murder in the title, and it seemed less experimental postmodern. It seemed more something that I would enjoy. So a Krimi, which will die Direktschaffenen Morde, which I've read once and I need to reread, and then I need to go through, and what I do is I circle the words I don't know. I need to go through and write all those words, and then I'll write the word and then its definition at the bottom, and then I will reread. I'll do that at least once, and then I need to write some practice reviews for the C2 exam. I'll do that. This is a cool book. I don't know how enjoyable it is. It is fairly enjoyable. It's in 3 parts, and it's 3 different perspectives on a used bookseller in the DDR or the GDR, and then East Germany after the wall came down, after the fall of the GDR. Yeah, it's good. I think I'll say more about it once I've reread it again. I'll do a proper review or discussion about it after I've reread it and written my review. But yeah, it's not in English, and yeah, it deals with a lot of themes about what it's like, or the representation of the GDR or East Germany since the fall of the wall. So yeah, I'll talk more about that later. And then after German, if there is any after German, the things that I'm reading for the summer and June in particular, which I started this project yesterday with a few friends of mine, is John le Carre, if I'm saying that right. I want to say Carre, John le Carre. I read 100 pages of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy yesterday, and I am obsessed. Get my little bookmark there. I think I'm probably going to finish this today or tomorrow. I think I'm just going to read for the rest of the day. Maybe I should be doing something else. So yeah, I'll finish it, and then I'm going to start on the rest of them, which I have, that's not all of them, but another 4 that I have. And we'll see how many of these I get through in June, which I don't know, maybe all of them, because I'm becoming absolutely obsessed with John le Carre. I'd seen a lot of people recommend before, and I was like, oh, spy novels, I want to read spy novels, I don't know. And then as soon as I got past the first chapter, I'm like, oh, this guy is a master. The way he sets up the story, the way he reports speech, the way the characters are interacting, the dry humor, the Britishness of it, absolutely love it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to reread probably each one of these as well. To get sort of the things that I've missed along the way. So in line with that, I also have, it's been on my shelves for a while, for various reasons. The main one being that I wrote my PhD dissertation on another spy novel, and that is Kim. And in my research on Kim, I had bought quite a few books, and one of them was this, The Secret World by Christopher Andrew, A History of Intelligence. Spy intelligence, not the kind of that brain intelligence. So I thought, because I'm going through this, now might be the perfect time to add some nonfiction to spice up or to kind of interlard my John le Carre with this beast, which is with a 900-page, 800-page, if you're not counting all the footnotes, or the end notes, which I'm not going to read. 800-page history of intelligence, of spying. What does it say? Is there anything I can read you? From the Times, we read that it is captivating, insightful, and masterly. To write a world history of intelligence from the dawn of recorded history to the present is a daunting task. To make such work accurate, digestible, and startling is a stellar achievement, but that is what Christopher Andrew has done. So yeah, it sounds good. And I think after so much fiction, I will be ready for a nice thick volume of nonfiction. So that is, I think, pretty much everything I have. There might be something else that'll pop up, something else that I want to read that I come across in the next month, and maybe some of these will go away or not be finished. But I was thinking I'll do then at the end of June, maybe in the last week of June, I'll do a wrap up and kind of discuss what I've read if anyone's interested, and see see if I have any recommendations, or maybe do a really vulgar ranking of the John le Carre novels I've read so far. I'll be really vulgar tier list or something like that. But that's it for me from now. That's it from me for now. And I will see you, BookTube. Ciao.